Hello everyone. Once again I am here, and like many other videos taking you to the classroom, we should have some discussion. And today's topic, why online classes and why videos. So first of all, this why online classes, and then we'll be talking about videos, online videos. So the first benefit of online class is that it can be worked out from home anytime, any hour. It is flexible. In other words, it is flexible that you are free to go online whenever you are free, whenever you feel you are comfortable and it is convenient to learn something, to acquire knowledge on some topic. Second benefit of it, that you can review your lectures or you can review others' lectures instantly on the go, and it is less intimidating in the sense that as far as students are concerned, that it is not fearful that when students are physically present inside a classroom, they might have some sort of fear of teachers, presence of other students, that state of surrounding, many other factors. But when it is online class, it is not that much of intimidation. It means fear. Next to it, that we can focus on ideas, even without being in group. We can go for group discussion, that get online connected online and start as you are all alone in your home or at any other place, and so you have no hesitation speaking about. Next is that online learning is flexible. It means you can reschedule the things now and then. And finally, that online classes leading the learners to have instructors always. Whether you are using any particular platform or whatever, but there is a guide, there is an instructor in case if learners have any sort of difficulty. So these are the things that we should go for online classes. And of course, at last but not the least, due to this pandemic of COVID-19, to some extent online classes are kind of compulsion to all learners. Why? Because we have no way out. Next comes, why videos then? What is the use of, or what is the benefit of videos, online videos? So here I would like to draw your attention towards one thing, that we read so many things, we read so much things from the book, and we watch many things over televisions. What do you remember? What can you recall easily? That the thing you watch your television, or the thing that you read from some book? Answer is clear, that the thing that we watch from our television, that can be recalled easily. Reason behind that, over television, our things, what we hear, we see the same. It means seeing and hearing go simultaneously. Same is online classes and same is online videos. So first benefit of online videos is people learn by seeing and hearing. Next, video is versatile. Versatile means there is no drawback if we have videos on the things that we require, on the things that it is desirable. So it always proves versatile. Versatile means all benefits, all good things. Then people would rather watch something than just read it, is another concept of online videos. That there is nothing wrong if the thing that you read and by the same time you see. It always proves worthy. Finally, that it improves your confidence. If you have online videos, either you learn from it or you are shooting your videos for others, and when you see yourselves on camera, your confidence always increases. Trust me, it works. So keeping all the points what I have discussed today regarding online classes and online videos, there is nothing wrong with them. Whether classes, simply classes being taken by someone, or you go to watch videos on the topics that you need. With this, I want all of you just to follow me to the classroom, where I am ready with yet another topic to discuss in detail. So see you in the classroom now. Hello everyone. In my last session of parts of speech, I promised you all that I'll be coming up with all parts of speech one by one. In that series, today I am here with verb, a very important topic in English grammar and any language, not in English only. So first of all, we have to understand what are verbs. So as defined in my last session, verbs are nothing but action words. The action performed by nouns, pronouns, or anything. So the words through which we express the actions, those words are verbs. Run, walk, speak, teach, utter, keep, put, open, close. All these words are verbs. Verbs are of two categories. First is transitive, another is intransitive. टर्मिनोलॉजी को ध्यान से सुनिए. मैं काइंड्स की बात नहीं कर रहा हूं, मैं कैटेगरीज की बात कर रहा हूं. जैसे मैथमेटिक्स में आप पढ़ते हैं numbers rational and irrational, and then it is further divided in many parts: real number, whole number, natural number. In the same way, verb, it is of two categories as defined in grammar: transitive and intransitive. What about the categories of verb? ये क्या है? So transitive verbs are the verbs when they are used in a sentence, they always need an object to complete the meaning. जब तक आप ऑब्जेक्ट लगाएंगे नहीं, उनकी मीनिंग कंप्लीट होगी नहीं. एग्जाम्पल, आई वॉन्ट. अब हमने आई वॉन्ट बोलकर अपनी बात खत्म कर ली. दिस सेंटेंस इज इनकम्प्लीट. वाई? बिकॉज वी नीड टू डिफाइन फर्दर, वी नीड टू एड सम वर्ड्स टू कंप्लीट द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस सेंटेंस. नहीं तो आई वॉन्ट वॉट, क्या चाहिए? आई वॉन्ट एंड यू फिनिश. सो आई वॉन्ट योर बुक, आई वॉन्ट योर ओपिनियन, I want to use your mobile, I want your permission to do this work. So many examples. So when we are in need of object to complete the meaning, that particular verb is called transitive, where object is needed. Other category is intransitive, of course opposite to transitive, that we do not need any objective to complete the meaning. हमें ऑब्जेक्ट की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है, but some words can be added. For example, I am laughing. Onion smells. अब ऑनियन स्मेल्स कंप्लीट है मीनिंग, नीड नॉट टू डिफाइन फर्दर, नीड नॉट टू एनी अदर वर्ड. सो हियर द वर्ब स्मेल इज इंट्रांसिटिव, बट व्हेन आई स्पोक आई वांट, द वर्ब वांट इज ट्रांसिटिव बिकॉज वांट इज डिमांडिंग समथिंग. वांट कुछ डिमांड कर रहा है, विद दैट प्लीज ऐड समथिंग. विदाउट एडिंग सम ऑब्जेक्ट माई मीनिंग इज इनकम्प्लीट. तो वो आपसे कुछ मांग रहा है. बट हियर द वर्ड स्मेल इज नॉट डिमांडिंग फॉर एनीथिंग. सो आई होप टर्म ट्रांसिटिव एंड इंट्रांसिटिव क्लियर इन माय व्यूअर्स माइंड. दैट ट्रांसिटिव इज वेयर वी नीड एन ऑब्जेक्ट टू कंप्लीट द मीनिंग. Intransitive verbs where we do not need any object to complete the meaning. Now, when we talk about verb as a whole, including transitive and intransitive, we divide verb in two types. There are two types of verb, finite and non-finite. अब हम टाइप की बात कर रहे हैं, तो टाइप 2 of verbs. One is finite and another is non-finite. What are these verbs? So finite verb is, I hope you all are familiar with that they are nothing but first form, second form, third form. It means base form, past form and past participle form. Example, go, go, went, gone. Speak, spoke, spoken. Tell, told, told. Creep, crept, crept. So first form, second form, third form, they are finite verb. What about non-finite verb? Non-finite verb is also divided in three parts: gerund, participle and infinitive. Do not have any pressure over mind. I will cover these topics in coming sessions. This is only introduction to verb. What are verbs? So gerund, participle, infinitive, where participle is also divided in two parts, further divided into present and past, and infinitive also as bare infinitive and 2 plus first form infinitive. Confusion? Finite and infinite. Okay, let me try to explain you through a story. एक छोटी सी कहानी सुनाते हैं. फाइनाइट एंड नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब एकदम क्लियर. वर्ब नाम का एक राजा था जिसके 2 बच्चे थे. वन वॉज क्वेश्चन एज फाइनाइट, अदर वॉज क्वेश्चन एज नॉन फाइनाइट. एक का नाम रखा गया फाइनाइट, दूसरे का नाम रखा गया नॉन फाइनाइट. वाई? एज पर देयर कैरेक्टर, जैसा उनका कैरेक्टर था उसके हिसाब से उनके नाम रखे गए. रीजन? द सन हुज नेम वॉज फाइनाइट, जिसका नाम फाइनाइट था, वो जो बोलता था वो करता था. सलमान खान का डायलॉग आप सबको याद होगा, एक बार मैंने जो कमिटमेंट कर ली उसके बाद तो मैं खुद की भी नहीं सुनता. सो सेम इज द केस विथ फाइनाइट वर्ब. इफ द वर्ब go is used, so there is action of going. If the verb speak is used, action of speaking is there. हम speak verb यूज कर रहे हैं तो speaking ही हो रही है सेंटेंस में. हम go वर्ड यूज कर रहे हैं तो going का सेंस यूज कर रहे हैं सेंटेंस में. मीन्स whatever verbs we are using, accordingly actions are there in the sentence. सेंटेंस में अगर हम वर्ब यूज कर रहे हैं तो वो एक्शन भी प्रेजेंट है. कहने का मतलब ये है कि राजा का ये बेटा अच्छा बेटा था, जो कहता था वो करता था, इसलिए इसका नाम फाइनाइट है. अपोजिट टू हिम नॉन फाइनाइट जो सन है, जो नॉन फाइनाइट है राजा का दूसरा बेटा, जो वो कहता है वो नहीं करता है. दैट इज वाई द टर्म नॉन फाइनाइट हैज बीन यूज्ड. इट मीन्स इट इज नॉट फाइनाइट. छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. आई लव रीडिंग. हमने एक वर्ड यूज किया रीडिंग, बट देयर इज नो सच एक्शन ऑफ रीडिंग इन द सेंटेंस. रीडिंग नाम का कोई भी एक्शन सेंटेंस में नहीं हो रहा है. आई लव रीडिंग, हमने एक वर्ड रीडिंग यूज किया, वर्ब है, बट हियर वी आर यूजिंग द वर्ड रीडिंग एज अ थिंग, एज अ नाउन. हम उसे एक नाउन की तरह पेश कर रहे हैं कि रीडिंग नाम की कोई एक चीज है जो मैं पसंद करता हूं, जिसको मैं प्यार करता हूं. आई लव रीडिंग, राइट? सो द वर्ड रीडिंग इज देयर but no such action in the sentence. So when verbs are used in such a way where there is no such action in the sentence, those verbs are called non-finite. We have categories and they are a very important form of verbs, cannot be covered in this session. I have to take them separately, gerund, participle and infinitive, in 3 sessions. Now I think that concept of verb is clear in your mind, and in next session we'll see what is gerund. We'll start with gerund and then onwards participle and infinitive. Till then, goodbye.